Happy New Year! Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be 10 healthy habits for the new year. Some of these are things that I'm already doing and feel like I'm pretty good at, and then some of them are ones that I really want to work on this year, so let's get started. Number one, I feel like I've gotten in a habit of this, so this one's pretty set in, but it's daily sunscreen. I actually like to just use a tinted sunscreen instead of makeup for the day. Obviously it's a lot more casual here in Hawaii than other places, so I'll share my favorite tinted sunscreens. This one is my favorite. The brand is All Good, and I just really like how this one feels. It feels super light and I feel like it protects me good. I don't really get burnt when I'm using it. And then this is another one I also have used. It's the brand Dime, and it's called their Wonder Screen. I used the shade 2. I initially got the first shade, but it was super light. But they have really good customer service because they sent me the right shade when I told them I picked the wrong one. So this is a good brand too. It doesn't feel the same. It just feels like a little thicker, or like the texture is just not as smooth as the other one. So I like having both, and let me know if you have any other tinted sunscreen recs in the comments because I like to just use a variety of products. Number 2 is something in the past I never had a good habit of except during pregnancy, and that is daily walks. I want to just wake up and go. So our schedule's kind of all over the place because Crosby just doesn't really get up at the same time every day, but I want to get in the habit of just getting up, going on a walk, getting like some sunshine and fresh air first thing in the day. So I actually have been really good at this new year. I started on December 31st and I've been pretty consistent with it. I try to even do like an evening walk if I don't get my morning walk in. Number 3 is to purify your water. We bought an AquaTrue last year. I think we've had it about a year, and we love it. It tastes so good. It does reverse osmosis, and then we also got one that adds the minerals back in. If you're looking for a good water filter, I would totally recommend. I'll show you a little bit of how it works also. Okay, this is our AquaTrue. I need to refill it, but this is the water you drink, and this is the water that purifies, and then you dump it out. And it lights up blue when you need to dump it out and refill it. And then the filters are in here, and it like lights up and tells you if you need to change a filter also. So it doesn't take up a ton of counter space, but mostly I love it just for what it filters and for the taste. Number 4 is to have my phone on airplane mode the first 2 hours of the day. I'm trying to get in a habit of this. I'm trying to turn off the Wi-Fi at night when we sleep. I don't know a ton about EMF, but I have been trying to kind of like reduce EMF in our home a little bit. Just that's an easy way, is just turning off the Wi-Fi at night so it's just not constantly going. So I have been trying to do that, put my phone on airplane mode, and then when I wake up, not take my phone off of airplane mode, or if I do, only look at messages and not do social media. I am the kind of person that in the past would just wake up and like while I brush my teeth and stuff, I would just start looking at social media, and it was just felt so unhealthy. And so for the past almost 2 weeks I've been doing this, and I feel so much better. So I think this is one of the healthiest habits for your mind, is to have the morning just free of all that like anxiety, not looking at your emails, not looking at social media, just having your phone on airplane mode, or maybe just looking at messages or listening to a podcast or something like that. Number 5, this is something I kind of struggle in, but I want to get in the habit of doing annual blood tests, dermatology appointments, and dentists 2 times a year. I think this is such a healthy habit to form. I'm pretty good about dentists, although I feel like I go like once a year. Ever since I was pregnant, I kind of didn't go as much, and then like postpartum. So dermatology, I'm pretty good. Annual blood tests, the only time I had my blood drawn was when I was pregnant. I think I had to get it drawn twice, so I want to get in the habit of getting that done, especially to see like how I am postpartum. Number 6 is Sunday meal prep. I'm not the kind of person that wants to like plan like prep all the meals for the whole week or something like that, but I would like to get in the habit of planning a snack for me and a snack slash meal for Crosby on Sundays to have. I found when I do this, it's really helpful. It usually doesn't last through a whole week, but it'll at least last like a couple days. And it's just nice to have like muffins for me or like steamed veggies or things for him that I've prepped on Sunday. Number 7 is to have more probiotics from food. So I like to get probiotics from food rather than from a pill, just because then I know they're for sure alive and I just feel like it's a better source. So we actually started eating a lot more sauerkraut when we had to take antibiotics. Crosby got sick and we got sick too, and we had to all do like 5 days of antibiotics. So I incorporated a lot of sauerkraut, a lot of like coconut yogurt, and I want to keep that up and just keep adding it to tacos and avocado toast and salads. Those are kind of my go-tos for sauerkraut. Number 8 is to read to sleep. When I do this, I just feel so good. I feel like it helps me fall asleep really well. I was always a physical book only person, not wanting to ever use a Kindle, but recently, I'd say like since I was a little postpartum, I started reading on a Kindle because the light is just so easy. It's like a very low light, so I could like do it while I'm breastfeeding in the night. And I now love like having a Kindle and bringing it like to the beach and stuff and on trips. So I want to get in the habit of reading to sleep. Number 9 is to find a hobby that is an anti-stress hobby. So for me, this is surfing, ballet, this is crafting. Crafting's kind of a newer thing I've been doing. I started making these little felt animals for Crosby. Maybe I'll show you one. Okay, I can only find 2 of them. I think I've made 4, but this is a little bear one, and this is a little monkey one. And I made these because I want to make a little alphabet. I don't know what you call it, but like a little hanging thing where I can have the letters that are on little pockets and then have these little animals that tuck into the letters. So that's my latest craft project for him that I'm trying to do, and it's just been like fun to have a creative project. And number 10 is to journal and to goal set. I really like doing this with my husband. We love like goal setting and dreaming and manifesting things together. So one thing we do is we always write a letter to ourselves 6 months in advance, and then we'll like read those together after 6 months goes by, and then we'll write new ones. And we just have done this for years. So we'll kind of in our letters write goals of like maybe where we hope we'll be, what we'll hope we'll be doing, like advice to ourselves. And this has been like really cool for goal setting and just like a really good tool. So I thought that might be fun to share, and maybe you might want to do the letters too. And that is it. That is my 10 healthy habits that I am going to take into 2025. I hope that you learned something. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment what you want to see next.